Welcome to Gunpla Friday, and before we get to the new kits that's being released, let's talk about the GM, right? We never really liked this kit much, and we never really understood why there are some collectors who only focus on this line of mobile suits. That is until we saw this amazing GM customized by a modeler from Japan, which we had to find out who made this. From seeing all the overbuilt really heavily customized kit, sometimes it's really nice just to see a kit that is really well built with very clean panel lines, simple detail, and the kit just looks great overall, right? And the modeler actually shared with us his WIP steps by step, and you can see that this is how the original GM looks like, and he's actually extended the height of the GM by a bit on the waist as well. And through his WIP pictures, which I'll share a lot more at the end of the video, you can actually see that how he has painstakingly added in a lot more subtle details on the machine guns on the head, the Vulcan cannons on the head, and also how he added in all the panel linings and how he primed his kits to be ready for painting. And this is of course the final result that we see. I was really surprised when I first saw this white, blue and yellow GM, right? It's so simple, but yet there's some very appealing clean aesthetics about it that when I first look at it, it was like, wow, it just looks really nice. It's just simple, but it's clean. So maybe we really have to rethink about the GM and maybe buy a few just to see if we can customize this as well. Let us know what you think. Have you guys built any GMs, and have you thought about buying some to customize it to make it look badass like this? Let us know in the comments below. And one more piece of news before we get to the new kits. This is about Daban. We were quite surprised how Daban has sprung out with a imitation of the Gundam Grey Zeta. This is of course a premium bundle release that was re-released as well not too long ago, and now Daban has jumped into the fray with their own version of Grey Zeta. Interestingly, when we look at the pictures here from Weibo from China, we do notice that Daban has added in a lot more details on the legs and the arms and even on the cannon itself, and that is kind of surprising. We didn't thought they were gonna make any more enhancement to the kit like how Dragon Ball Momoko usually do, but they've proven us wrong, right? For those of you who actually own the original Gundam Grey Zeta, will you be getting this? Will you buy one for mobile suit and the other one as transformable Wave Rider? That's something that we are really keen to hear, because this kit is not exactly cheap as well. So we kind of doubt that a lot of people actually bought two of these from Bandai itself to have one in mobile suit and one in Wave Rider form, because it is quite expensive to have two Grey Zeta from Premium Bandai itself. The new Gundam release that really got us excited for this Friday is actually the SDCS lineup, and the SDCS has just announced two new kits coming out. One is of course the Gundam Zeta. Surprisingly, the Gundam Zeta never looked so much better in SD form, and we really can't wait to actually buy this Gundam Zeta when it comes out. The other one that's coming out is actually the Zaku. So Zaku seems to be a very fun kit to have in the SDCS format as well. As you can see here, you can actually swap the heads of the Zaku and put it onto the Gundam Zeta's body if you choose to. So that is one of the interesting design choice that Bandai has made with the SDCS line. So we're really looking forward to SDCS, and we really hope that some of the retailers will carry this in Malaysia very soon. And if you bought the Gundam Pixie in Premium Bandai a few months back, you probably want to get this as well. This is the 1/144 scale Ifrit, and also this is a Premium Bandai exclusive. Now we were kind of surprised at how good the Ifrit looks in its right proportions, but what's surprising as well, this kit is quite easy and fun to pose with, as you can see from the official pictures here. Unfortunately, of course, this is a Premium Bandai, so we think we'll be skipping this. But if you bought the Gundam Pixie, hey, why not? I think probably you want to get this to form a really nice diorama. So that's all the news from this Friday. As we mentioned earlier, we think the best news this Friday actually is the SDCS, Gundam Zeta and the Zaku. And of course, Daban is now really surprising us where they step up their game in releasing not only a copy of the Gundam Grey Zeta, but also they made some changes and modification to make the kit look a bit more standout, like how Dragon Momoko used to. So maybe Daban is aiming to become the next Dragon Momoko and take up their space where they create bit higher quality kits with more detail than how they usually put up the releases. That's all our video for today. So thanks again for watching, and please leave a comment below on Daban's Grey Zeta format. Thank you.